Welcome to the energy forecast for January 20th through to the 26th. This is Monday through Sunday. We're wrapping into the end of January and we are feeling it. Oh my God. So there's been so much conversation in regards to galactic disclosure. There's been a lot of stuff moving out there. There's intense information coming through and we are feeling it. We are feeling both the surge of change, the anticipation, the excitement of like, oh my God, this is what we signed up for. Here we go, but we're also feeling the mass confusion of the collective. We're feeling a lot. It is a big, huge transition right now, and it's going to go in one of two directions. And we are feeling the angst of are we going to make it? Is it going to be okay? I am going to host the next Galactic event, so Galactic Ambassadors event at Starseed Channeling. So that is February 11th at 6 p.m. diamondno.com. You can go to that and get all of the information and get signed up for that. We still have a few seats available for that one, but it is really about how are we going to navigate it. And that's what this week is about. It's about navigation. This week is all about how are we going to navigate ourselves amongst the chaos, amongst the energy. And this is one of those lessons that we are learning very deeply right now. And that's what this timeline is all about, is how many lessons can we take and run with? How many lessons can we integrate into our awareness? How can we hold this new vibration? How can we really understand our mind power and use our mind power? So I don't want to say we're being challenged, but fuck me, we're being challenged. It feels like we're being tested over and over again. And that's either through your health and vitality, through your financial flow, through your loving connections, through loneliness, through frustration, stagnation. Like we are in the mud. It feels like quicksand, but we still know, we still feel this like, it's about to happen. It's about to change, this anticipation of something great and magnificent happening. This week, definitely in alignment with that. So let's break it down day by day. But that's the overall theme, is what's underneath all of the inner chaos, what's underneath all of the external chaos, and really making sure that we're not taking the bait of fear right now. I teach a lot of that. Don't take the bait of fear. It is not going to serve you. I did on YouTube a galactic video. So the first one of a Starseed series where I'm handing out the truth very lovingly. Um, but it's important that we understand what's really truly going on so that we don't follow the wrong path. So you can check that out. Okay, let's jump into Monday. Monday the 20th is the card reads adaptability, but here's what I know. Here's what we're going through as a collective right now. We are going through transformation. We're going through drastic transformation. There's so much there's so much to this, but the long and short of it is we've heard DNA activation. Okay. I fully understand what this is. I'm going to be teaching it in the Mystic Bundle coming up in February as well. So, February on Tuesdays at 2 p.m., starting February 4th, there's a Mystic Bundle where we're going to be diving and talking about all of these subjects and how to really activate your DNA and your your light body. So that's what's happening on Monday. We are feeling this massive transmutation. We're feeling this transformation within us on how we are going to navigate this beautiful energy that's coming through. We're having our DNA altered a little bit. So nobody's altering it for you. Heads up. Your galactic guides aren't doing it. They're supporting you with your own transmutation, the same way a Reiki healer isn't healing you. They're holding space for you to heal and have that clarity. But what's happening is your DNA is going through an activation because you're becoming more self aware. We're feeling the collective energy. We're feeling the collective of the galactic. We're feeling the collective of what's on Gaia, herself and her animal kingdom, plant kingdom. And that is getting this awareness happening, this desire for unity. And that's what's waking up your DNA. And as that happens, it infuses through the body. It's this whole process. It's absolutely amazing. But you're going to be feeling that like crazy on Monday. So Monday, we're going to be a little physically tired. We're going to be a little frustrated. We may feel a little stagnation, but keep telling yourself, oh, I'm just transforming. I'm transmutating. I'm changing low vibration to high vibration that serves me. So it's really important that we keep our mind in control, that we really pay attention to that. Now, as we go into Tuesday, Tuesday is all about blue avian energy. So for those star seeds that are channeling blue avian energy, you're going to feel connection like no other on Tuesday if you allow it. In order to do your highest channeling, it is about getting into that space of nothing and trusting the process. You don't have to go advertising it, creating videos on it just yet. Just write it down, trust the process, trust the unfolding of the information that's coming through for you. It is all about, also with this, we're going to have a huge connection into What's above? So, like, I'm just getting this vision that I didn't anticipate right now of Tuesday, the bird kingdom kind of speaking to us a little bit. I don't exactly know what that means, but I think we're going to see some bizarre activity. I know in Ontario, so I'm Canada, Ontario, the geese are real weird right now, really intensely weird right now, and trying to communicate and flying in disharmony. Like they're not in their normal shape or their V's that they fly in. Um, so we're going to see some weird activity, but it's also about what's above. There is a lot of disclosure happening with the Galactic. We're talking about this. We're going to see some fake stuff as well. So I feel like Tuesday, there's just going to be some BS in the media, some confusion going out. I think everything's feeling a little confused is what's above, but it is an incredible day for connecting into Blue Avion if you are connected into that energy. So in order to anchor into this energy, all I'm hearing is, can you take that pause and sort of rise above the chaos and have that bird's eye view of life? Like, what's really going on here? We very much are required to have an open mind as we move through this big transition. I often will say, I don't believe anything. I just think a certain way right now. And that has served me very well my whole life. So it's really keeping that open mind and the what ifs and the curiosity. And Tuesday, we're not taking anything for fact. We're going to take and go, oh, and then we're going to sit with it and we're going to let that percolate until we have our own clarity on it. So no jumping to conclusions on Tuesday. Wednesday, however, this is a day. So when I was pulling the cards for Wednesday, my hands literally felt like electricity was moving through them. It was intense. It was like, whoa, there's this beautiful journey and process that happens as you navigate, if you are a starseed, as you navigate your journey here. And before just want to address one thing. If you're putting in the comments, I don't know if I'm a star seed. Am I a star seed? Then yes, you're a star seed. If you're open minded to it, you are it. If you're closed minded to it, maybe not. But Wednesday is going to be all about this connection that we have in our essence and our purpose here. So as humans, we have a few different experiences. Or purposes, sorry. I'm really going to dive into this on the 11th on the Starseed event in February. But we have a few functions here, a few purposes here. One of them is your divine purpose of helping create change and helping really hold the honor code and making sure that you are connected to the right thing. If you're working with the Galactic Federation of Light, I'm so sorry, but that is not the right energy to be working with. If you're working with the Palladians, it is not the right energy to be working with. They have their own agenda. I did a video on it. Go check it out. Drop the truth real hard there. But for those of us that are in proper alignment, that are working with, the Council of Nine, or we're working with Christ-like consciousness, or we're working with some of the higher energies that are above Earth's plane, we're getting sacred contract handed to us. And my sacred contract was handed to me. I'm going to do a whole video, so Starseed Series number 2 on that journey. But chances are you're going to see something that represents your contract. So if you end up in a meditative state where you get a contract and a pen, you are in alignment. And this is a day where we have that opportunity to experience it if we are there. I don't want you to get hard on yourself if you do not have that experience. It doesn't mean anything that you're not going in the right direction. It just means not yet. And you will arrive into that. With contract comes great responsibility. So you have to be really committed to this journey. So again, I'm going to teach all of that on the 11th. But I want you to meditate. I want you to ask within your heart, where are you at? So the first thing you're going to do in your meditation is just set the boundaries. You're going to go into a meditation on Wednesday. Only the things, the energies that are here for my highest evolution in love and unity are allowed to partake in this meditation. Everything else is forbidden. Set the boundary. Then you're just going to go in. You're going to go into your heart space and you're going to separate your 4 bodies. So you're going to separate your physical, emotional, mental, spiritual bodies into 4 entities. And you are going to converse with each one of those bodies. What is required for you? Where are you at unity with your fellow bodies? Can we bring those 4 bodies into union? And you're just going to process that, ask the questions. Then you're going to go into your heart space and you're going to connect to that higher energy, your higher self. And you're going to ask, am I in union with you? And if not, what is required for me? If you are in union, you're going to see your contract. If not, you're going to get information on what's next for you in order to arrive into full union. But for you to arrive really, truly in divine purpose, you got to be fucking close on union between your ego self and your heart, meaning that your human experience is fully accepted and acknowledged. Your emotions are not shunned, and it's merged with your consciousness isness. It's not about being in the limelight. It's not about being special. Your divine purpose isn't about being on a stage or being a famous author or a famous YouTuber. That is not your divine purpose. Your divine purpose is a frequency. And so understanding that first, everything else will unfold from there. Okay, let's go into Thursday, the 23rd. Thursday, the 23rd is increasing union. So this is about increasing union between the consciousness and the human experience. We're going to float as I look. The rest of the week is all of this vibe. So it gets initiated really beautifully for us on Wednesday. As we move into Thursday, what are you holding? What are you holding within your mind? What are you holding space for? Are you holding space for toxic relationships? Are you holding space for toxic conversation? Are you holding space for toxic dreams? Are you being toxic to your body? Are you being toxic with prosperity? This is really getting clear on what am I holding space for? What am I truly holding? And then coming into calibration of I hold love and acceptance for all that is. And in that, that doesn't mean that you tolerate. You still have boundaries and you say no thank you to things that don't serve you. And you close the door on things that don't serve you. But we don't do it in a judgment level. We just simply say no, no, thank you. And then we come back into our true essence. So, really getting clear on what you're holding space for on Thursday. As we move into Friday, the 24th, we are going to feel the onset drastically. So, we have planetary alignment. All the planets are in alignment on the 25th. So effing cool. And the bum part is I live in Ontario and it's always cloudy. So hopefully I get to see it. My intention is I'm learning to navigate weather actually. So I'll just keep practicing that and then I'll be able to see it. Anyways, back to this. We're going to feel the onset of that. And with that, we get caught up in it in the spiritual community, like, oh, this is a gateway to change and you'll forever be changed and you can align with blah, 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 blah. We're going to see so much fucking bullshit online over this. I'm like, this is the time you've come for and this is the gateway opening and everything's going to change. And then your life does dick all afterwards and it doesn't change. I see it every fucking Lion Gates portal, everybody being like, this is it. And it's like, not unless you choose it. Universal flow understands choice, not focus. And if you are being all flufferoo about things and ickaroo about it and being like, oh, this is it, and being naive to the fact that you have fucking work to do in order to attain it, nothing's going to happen. You're going to have a great experience. You're going to feel an overwhelm of emotion and then you're going to go back to normal. This is an opportunity for you to fully align with yourself, with your higher self, with your past self. And the spiritual community loves to fully align with the future self and the higher self and the galactic and all of these things. But if you are not aligned within, you will not be aligned without. If you're not aligned below, you're not aligned above. It's as above, so below. It is union, and you are the center point of this. So, Friday, what I really ache for you to do is come into your heart. You're going to let all of your human stuff come through your entire body first. Honor it, love it, go through the emotions, go through the pain, go through whatever's servicing. Because if you don't, it's going to get slammed into your face real fast this week. You want to be aware. Self awareness is spirituality. Like it isn't even about spirit, it's about self awareness, about universal awareness. So we're going to let all of that human stuff move up through us, through the heart, and then we're going to connect in and let all of that move through us from above. But today, Friday, is all about are you harboring within you pieces from your past or lofty, excessive dreams about the future? Like, are we all in where we want to be in 20 years from now instead of right here today? Are we living in the future? Are we living in the past? Are we living here and now? It is about being as present as possible and listening to what those bodies, our four bodies, want to heal, what it wants to work through. And it is an endless transformation, guys. Endless transformation. Friday is like, I want you to look at your life as stacked pages, okay? Paper, stacked paper. And the first part of that is your life, your history, your lineage, and you got to go through those pages and then you get to write what you want to write. So Friday isn't about forcing or rushing anything. It's about looking within and asking, what am I creating? What am I creating within myself and externally? And not these lofty fake positivity things. It's get real, get authentic, get really honest with yourself. Okay. I taught this amazing course in January all about this. Maybe I will consider running it again in February because I think maybe the content that I've never felt so connected to content that I've taught before in a group as I did this month. So I will consider it depending on how my voice is doing over the next little while. But I'll keep you posted. Maybe sign up for the newsletter. I'll put it in the newsletter if I'm going to do it. So diamond.com, sign up for the newsletter and I'll keep you posted on that. But it's game fucking changing about the history. Okay. Weekend energy. We're going into 25, 26. 25 is planetary alignment. This is your opportunity to fully transmute anything that's not serving you. Not everything, not everything. You're not going to be, free hall pass after this. But for those of you that have been really doing the work, you're going to feel massive transformation in your life and within yourself. I have been getting endless downloads that is information that I have to write out 20 fucking times in different ways and sit with it for 24 hours before I can fully grasp it and become it. The energy and the opportunity for expansion of wisdom is powerful right now. You're going to be feeling this ache, this expansion, this desire for more on Saturday. The really cool part is anyone who's connected into the dragon realm, hold on because you are going to be experiencing glorious loving energy. Um and some crazy adventures as well. Last night in my meditation, my dragon and I were like running and it was so vivid, like I was actually there in my human suit. But we were running and just diving off of cliffs, and I had to trust the process over and over again. I just kept jumping and jumping and jumping, which is so symbolic to what we're going through right now. These leaps of faith, okay, I don't know what's next, but I trust what I'm creating. The energy Saturday is going to be amazing. However, if we haven't been doing the work and for our 3D ones and our children and our pets, they might be a little like boohoo, boohoo aroo. Like they might just be like, I am a pity party. Please hold space for me. And we're just going to have to just accept it, love it, honor it. As we move into Sunday, it is going to feel like things have been flipped upside down, but it also feels like a timer. Like, those sand timers, like I have one up on my shelf up there where you flip it and the sand goes through. We're going to feel this like, oh my God, everything just changed. But what changed? And it's going to be quiet. It's going to be slow. A lot of us in our meditative space are experiencing the gap between time, which is really what you want. But it's just like, is things happening? Are they happening? And then it's going to hyperspeed into what I'm experiencing. So this last week, I've been experiencing every night. Okay, endless travel, obviously. That's nothing new. But I've been dreaming the whole next 24 hours. So I will dream in a snapshot the whole next 24 hours, detailed from time when I'm going to get messages from people to what I'm going to eat to what I'm going to wear to everything. And then I start my day and I don't remember until it starts happening. And I'm like, when you watch a movie and you're like, I think I've seen this before, but you are only remembering it as it's unfolding. The same thing with my dream. It's like as it's unfolding, I'm like, holy fuck, this is my dream last night. And then the next day that it happened, it was like a little hyper speeded on. I could be a step ahead of what happened. And then that's letting me experience free will, free choice, what that actually is. And so I'm playing around with this like weird space. Some of you may be having that as well. I'd be really curious. Are any of you having that now? Because it is wild and it's weird. You just, the feeling of deja vu, you're just in it 24/7, or you're like, okay, like let's just get grounded here. And then endless ringing in my ears. Unquenchable thirst. Uh, what else is going on with ascension symptoms right now? Crazy headaches. Like, wow, that's wild. Um, Sinus congestion. There's all kinds of things. So let me know in the comments what you're experiencing with your ascension symptoms. It really lets us know that we're not alone. And I'm really curious to see what everybody else is going through. But that's the vibes. So we have a really, really, really big week ahead. It is going to be fucking wild. And whew, cannot wait. Cannot wait. All right. I'll see you guys on the flip side. If you want the daily ones, I do mini daily ones on TikTok. So support a girl, subscribe, love, like, do, share, comment, all the things here on YouTube. And then go over and follow me on TikTok and let's create some noise over there, shall we? All right. I'll see you guys next week. Until I see you again, go look in the mirror and find a million reasons to say, thank you. I love you. Bye, guys.